What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii and I'm back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece treasure cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a playthrough video of all of the 5 stages and the teams that I used in order to beat all the 5 stages of COLISEUM Killer. Now, this COLISEUM Killer is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend to farm this guy out. He has an amazing special ability that helps out both slasher and striker type teams. And his cooldown is really low as well. So, if you guys do get the opportunity, I would highly recommend to try and farm this guy because he is exceptional for One Piece Treasure Cruise teams. But without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the video. First round of COLISEUM Killer is against Mr. 5. Now, what Mr. 5 will do is he will preemptively give you bomb orbs, and then also will make it so the perfects are harder to hit for 10 turns, which means a lot of the time you're going to be getting hit by bomb orbs. But honestly, the best way around this is to go ahead and bring some very strong orb manipulators, namely Legend Dofi. If you guys have him, you can bring definitely the Quick Lucci from story mode is also really nice as well. And as you can see there, you can actually use Strongword Usopp as well. I kind of messed up with the special activation in this video, but you can bring delayers as well. So delayers are also very strong against Mr. 5 in the Colosseum. All in all, a pretty simple stage compared to the rest of them. But anyways, I'll see you guys at stage 2 of COLISEUM Killer. So stage 2 of COLISEUM Killer is Mozu and Kiwi, I believe their names are. But the thing about this stage that is very different compared to some of the other Colosseum stages is that you have to kill both of these characters in a single turn. If you kill one of them first and the other one is still alive, then they will go ahead and revive the other one. So the way that you have to beat it, as I said, you have to kill both of these guys in a single turn, and it makes it extremely difficult, noting that they actually put up a 500,000 damage limiter, so you cannot do any damage above 500,000 to these guys. So I'm using a Strongword Ace team here, but ideally another team that would work very well would be a Blackbeard, a Legend Blackbeard team. Just with him as a captain would work exceptionally well, because Blackbeard completely ignores the damage limiter, so you can go ahead and do a lot of burst against these guys and not have to worry about the damage limiter. So if you guys do have a lot of friend Blackbeards on your friend list, then perhaps it's going to be a really good option for you guys. But all in all, they don't actually do anything. They will just go ahead and revive the other one if the other one is still alive. So they don't do any other special effects. You can get them below 50, 20%, whatever, and they don't do anything. They will just attack you every turn. So you can bring some damage reducers or delayers in order to actually get around that. But obviously if you bring Blackbeard, you can't bring a damage reducer. But you can definitely bring delayers. Helps out a lot against the Mozu and Kiwi stage. But anyways, I'll see you guys on round 3 of COLISEUM Killer. Stage 3 against COLISEUM Killer is against Bluno. Now, Bluno has 3.5 million HP, and he will attack you every 3 turns for 12,000 damage. His preemptive attack will go ahead and apply a delay protector for 10 turns. He ups his defense for 2 turns, and randomly converts your orbs, including bother orbs. So with this team, Double Strongword Shanks worked extremely well. What I'm going to do here is wait the 2 turns and wait till his defense actually just expires. And then I'm going to go ahead and just try and burst him down, which just works really well. I have Marco there for the heals because I needed to stall a little bit for my Frankie special, because his cooldown is extremely high. So bringing Marco is fine. With a 2x orb boost, 2x type boost, and the 2.5 chain multiplier, as well as lowering his defense to 0 with Shanks' special, you have more than enough damage to take down the Bluno stage. So anyways, other than that, I'll see you guys on stage 4 of COLISEUM Killer. Moving on to stage 4 of COLISEUM Killer is against Eustace Kid. Now this guy's a pain in the ass because he has 4.5 million HP with a 2-hit perfect barrier, so you cannot bring health cutters unless you bring like 6-star lore or whatever. But honestly, he's really annoying. Blackbeard is a really solid captain against this guy once again because of his defensive abilities. However, I am bringing a time skip Luffy team, and the way that I'm going to go about it is I am going to wait those first 4 turns, because the first 4 turns he has a cannot like die buff, the resilience buff, where he cannot be killed with that buff active. So he's going to be really, really tricky to take down, because after the first attack, he halves your HP, and then there's like 4,000 every other turn. So he's very, very tanky, and he does a lot of damage as well. So definitely bringing some damage reducers is going to help you out considerably. After the first 4 turns, you actually can start delaying him, because he does have a delay protector for the first 4 turns, as well as that resilience buff. So if you really want to, you can bring damage reducers for the first few turns, and then after the resilience buff and the delay protector have expired, you can go ahead and bring a delayer to go ahead and delay him, and then you can go ahead and do as you like. But as I said, Blackbeard is going to be an amazing captain for this, as he just completely bypasses the shield that Toadskii puts up on himself. Now, if you get him below 30%, he does 10,000 damage to your crew, and will also randomly convert your orbs into either weak orbs, empty orbs, or tandem or bomb orbs. So definitely have to take that into consideration as well, not to get him below 30%. But other than that, you know, you do have to bring some delayers or damage reducers or healers, because this guy is going to be very, very hard to take down. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the final stage of Chaos Coliseum Killer. So now we move on to the final stage of Coliseum Killer. However, on stage 4, we do have to verse Toadskii once again. This time, he does have about half HP, compared to the previous one that we just fought against. So it makes it a lot easier. But I am using a double log Luffy team, and the way that this team works against Kid is we want to make sure that we're getting close to 30% as possible, and then we want to rearrange our orbs with Doflamingo, getting that orb boost as well, making sure that we have at least 1 green orb on either Sabo or Doflamingo himself. And then we can go ahead and take down Kid with the activation of Doflamingo Special. Now, this team can be rearranged, so you can have a Raid Sabo as captain and then run like a free spirit-based team if you guys really want to. So this team can be rearranged slightly and will give you the same sort of abilities. So you can do that if you guys do wish to do that as well. But anyways, right here, I'm just trying to get some good green orbs. As you can see, I get pretty lucky and get 2 green orbs. After this turn here, I'll get 2 more green orbs, which is kind of lucky, and I can put them on my either Doflamingo or Sabo. Either one of them is fine at this HP range that that Kid is at, and then I can go ahead and take him down. But after Kid, we're going to move on to Killer. So Killer has 3.1 million HP. And he'll attack you every single turn for about 6,000 damage. And he does have a preemptive attack that will go ahead and halve your current HP, and then he'll go ahead and randomly convert your orbs, including bother orbs. So bother orbs or block orbs can appear when Killer randomly converts your orbs, but he doesn't actually do anything. When he's at 50% or 20% or any HP range, he doesn't actually do anything, which is kind of good. But when he actually dies, he will revive back with 10% of his HP, so he'll have 310,000 HP, and he'll make it so that all of your orbs get converted to red orbs, and he'll also make it that your attack power is reduced greatly for 5 turns. Now, I'm not too sure what the calculations of the attack drop is, but I think it's going to be anywhere from, 80 to 90% or something like that. It is crazy. You lose so much attack power, but with Raid Sabo Special, you can go ahead and just hit good, greats, or perfects, and Raid Sabo Special, when it's active, will go ahead and kill off Killer when he revives, because it just does so much damage to him. So all in all, with this team, it actually wasn't too tricky. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.